What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Initially, your boy was on Instagram looking at some luscious big booties. I saw some of them had OnlyFans profiles, and I was going to click on them and start triggering it off until I came across this video with our favorite girl, Tamar Braxton. And I said, oh, okay, Tamar Braxton's on a podcast. I know there's gonna be some crashing out. So let me take my black ass over here and click on the link.
My kid is 11. I probably won't date again until he's 18.
Just harder yourself.
No. There's no way I'm going to bring another man into his life to be unsuccessful. There's no way, because they're broken because they feel like to get a good woman, these are the things that you have to say. I want a wife. I want a family.
That's what I just said. I used to literally be in relationships when you were saying, please don't tell me what you think I want to hear. If you just want to bang, honestly,
say that.
Too.
Why
is you lying? Say it.
Exactly.
They come with a script. Yeah. They come and everything is scripted.
Right.
But you know what?
Sheep's clothing.
The mask can only stay on for so long.
It's everything in the house. I love that, honey. Everything in the dark always come to light.
Exactly.
Now, upon hearing that, I thought that was very interesting that Tamar Braxton isn't going to start dating for 7 years. And that is because she doesn't want to bring anybody around her son. What I believe she's insinuating is, I don't want to bring any man around my kids until he turns 18 because, really, there's not any of you guys worth being around my kids. And then she's also insinuating that she has the option while choosing not to date. And that's very interesting because remember, she was with David Adefeso. Now, David Adefeso is a Harvard MBA grad, very intelligent man, a business owner. But Mr. David Adefeso had to get a restraining order on our girl, Tamar Braxton. Want to know why?
I will never bring myself to attack Tamar, somebody I've spent so long with. I never will. It's just not something I will do. I'll speak the truth. Here's the truth. I've been a victim of domestic violence, domestic assault. I was attacked.
You see, our girl Tamar Braxton likes to hit people and beat people up while they're driving their Rolls Royce. So they crash their Rolls Royces. David Adefeso's doing this after Tamar Braxton sends to his friends and family how she beat on him. Now, this is the same man that when Tamar Braxton tried to take her life by overdosing, he saved her life. This is the same guy. But wait a minute. I know you remember Jeremy Robinson. That's right, Mr. White Zaddy. Remember how White Zaddy broke up with her, stopped dealing with her? Or what about her marrying him after, as she said, eating somebody's groceries?
And I married you after you ate somebody's whole booty sandwich. Y'all, I'm not trying to make this a big deal. I swear, it's not about, y'all, it's...
You see, the reality is this, and a lot of ladies do this, and I noticed this, and it's not my job to bust them out or to try to make them feel bad. But if you want to tell anybody that, hey, the reason why, I don't want to date anymore, it's because I don't want you guys around my kids. And I can understand that you don't want anybody around your kids, but the reality is a lot of these guys don't want to be around you. That's the reality of it. So you're using your son as, I'm not dating anymore until then, and then I'm going to start dating. But you're still f***ed up. You're still that. Like, you're going to still be as much as f***ed up then, and you'll be 7 years older than you are now. Like, nothing will change. And you're blaming the fact that, I don't want my son to be there. When the reality is, guys, I'm just going to tell you, for the kind of men that Tamar Braxton wants, these guys don't want to put up with her. And I know I say that a lot, but it's the truth. And we got to talk in truth. One of the things that I love about being an older man, and I'm not like hella old, but I'm old enough. You know what I figured out? Instead of always complaining about what women are doing, and I think a lot of younger guys do that a lot. Younger guys complain a lot about women and what women are doing simply because they really care about how women are treating men. When you get a little bit older, and guys who've been married before, or guys who are in their like late 30s, 40s, 50s, we honestly just don't care. And it's like, if you want to go through that, that's fine. If you want to dust it up, that's fine. But the reality is that a lot of dudes just not going to put up with that kind of stuff. If you want to be a psychopathic MNFer, if you're crazy, if you got to get restraining orders, if black men or white men don't want you, you got to make up for that and make yourself sound good. Like, because it's hard to explain it. How does somebody who's like you, who has the connections like you, you're not ugly, you're quite, I think she's attractive. You got all these connections to these guys and don't nobody want you. So I gotta go ahead on, I'm a mother now. I'm a mom. And, a lot of ladies act like men can't see through this when the reality is like, you're just a problem. And a lot of ladies are having to mask their failures in the dating market by making excuses. It's kind of like one of those guys, I had a friend, he lived in Sacramento alongside me. And let me just say, Sacramento is not the best city for blacks. There are many other cities that are really good for blacks. If you want to talk about, even in the West Coast, we can say Los Angeles is pretty good. Oakland, the Bay Area is pretty good. But what really is difficult is that in Sacramento, we just didn't have a whole bunch of black professionals. And it wasn't a whole lot of opportunity for, let's say, the black sector of things, even though we did have a pretty large black population. So my friend went to Atlanta. And so he was saying, the reason why I'm not successful is because Sacramento sucks. He moved to Atlanta. Want to know what he did in Atlanta? I'll tell you exactly what he did in Atlanta. He's absolutely terrible. Now, he's gained way more weight, and he, I guess, went to way more strip clubs, ate a lot of, fried chicken wings, but he's terrible. His life is awful. He didn't do anything in Atlanta worth talking about. And he was blaming the city. The reality is that he was always awful. Now, if you tell him that, he ready to fight and all that, but you just tell him to sit his silly ass down and he'll be okay. And it's the same thing about Tamar Braxton. Like, why are you losing your mind? And I wonder how many dudes are wasting their time just when you even hear this or even hear this in the date, like, oh, I don't want to date anybody because of my kids. But you see them still having failed relationships and people are breaking up with them. I wonder if guys are wasting their time, like, trying to tell these people about themselves. Because just don't do that, guys. Just know, bless her heart, want to make sure you make some money so you don't live in the same places as usually those people who act like her. And then you'll be completely okay. I promise you that. And now at my older age, listen, I don't want to live nowhere near folks who think like her, which is one of the reasons why I live in my little nice neighborhood on the continent. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Producer for all you do, Carly Bell. We're out.